You know, in 2018, I made a whole lot of different purchases, some necessary and probably a whole lot that were unnecessary. But there was one camera purchase that I made that kind of surprised me. And it was because it was pretty freaking good. Stay right there. You're going to want to see this. Hi, I'm Mike Turner, your friendly filmmaker, and today we're talking about my obsession with camera gear. I have to say, I didn't even really want this camera. Matter of fact, I bought it because I just found it for a really stupid, ridiculously low price, so I just had to scoop it up. Now, you may be thinking I'm talking about the M50, and I'm not. And you may be thinking that I'm talking about the Canon SL2, and no, I'm not even talking about that one because I bought it and sold it really quick. Actually, I didn't sell it, I returned it. Nope. You're probably thinking I'm talking about the Panasonic G85 because yes, I've done videos on that one too, but no, you're wrong. All right, let me just stop the madness. Here we go. This is what I'm talking about. It's the Panasonic FZ2500. There's a whole lot of things about this camera that I like. One is that there's no record limits, which for what I do a lot of times, which is weddings, I need the camera just to be rolling. So it helps me when there are no record limits because I might start it, you know, it might just be rolling for like 35, 40 minutes on a tripod somewhere, whether it's at the ceremony or reception, whatever. Sometimes I just need it not to stop. So it checks the box with that. All right, and let's just pause for a second because as you guys know, I had a sweepstakes going where I was gonna give away the Maono mic for free. And the winner of that is Tina Jackson. And it's funny because you mentioned in your comment that you were restarting the channel and now you got a free mic. I did not pick you intentionally because you said that. I actually put all of your names in a random name picker that I found online, and it picked Tina. So congratulations, you won. I would say just reach out to me and send me your mail-in information through my email address. You can go to mturner@mediahammock.com, or you can hit me up on Facebook. Just look me up, Facebook/mediahammock. Send me a message with your information and I'll get that out to you as soon as possible. Merry Christmas. Anyway, the next thing is it comes with a fixed lens. Now, you know, a lot of people really like shooting with DSLRs, mirrorless cameras, cinema cameras, because you can change the lenses, and I too enjoy that because you could just get whatever different lens you want. It changes the look of your stuff. You could go super wide, you could go super close with the lens. It could be vintage, it could be newer, so it could be sharp, it could be a little softer. So you have all that creative freedom when you can change the lenses. Now, this one comes with a fixed lens on it, of course. It's a 1-inch sensor. So you lose some of that creative freedom, I guess, but at the same time, what you do get is ease of use, because now you're not fiddling with swapping lenses because you have on a wide and now all of a sudden you need something that's more telephoto. So you got to swap, and now you might accidentally miss a shot when you're shooting live events. So there is an advantage to having something that is a fixed lens. Now, not only is it fixed, but the zoom range on it is freaking crazy. It's like 24 millimeters to like 480, which is just absolutely ridiculous. So, I mean, that's one thing about the camera that really impressed me is when I'm shooting outdoors or whatever, the lighting is good. You can zoom all the way in and you're getting like a really, really tight, close shot. I mean, from deep. So, I mean, I really love that feature. Other than that, I like the fact that there's like a little zoom controller on the top. So you can control the zoom with like a little switch, or you can control it with a zoom ring on the barrel. And, you know, I'm making the motions of the camera right here. But yeah, I mean, here it is, right? And thing is kind of crazy. But yeah, so you can control the zoom here, you know, or whatever. So that's a really nice feature about it. And the other thing that I really like is that it has the ability to customize the buttons. And there's a lot of buttons on here too. So I think there's 7 customizable buttons, which, you know, for something like this, to have that many customizable buttons is really cool. You got 3 right here on the side of the camera. I have one set for focus peaking, another one set for zebras, the other one set to shut the stabilization on and off. That's another feature that I also like, is the image stabilization, which is actually really good. Even when I'm zoomed in all the way, the image stabilization still works pretty well and helps you get a really solid shot. I mean, other than that, one of my favorite features of this camera is that it has ND filters. I'm totally impressed by the fact that a bridge camera, because that's what they call these, right? A bridge camera like this has ND filters built in, like 3 different stages of ND. So you got the quarter, the 16th, the 1/64th. I love that. It really makes shooting live events a little easier when you have ND filters and you're not fiddling with a screw-on ND or a matte box or something. It's built right into the camera. Just makes your life a little bit easier. It has a mic input, and then it also has a headphone jack. So it doesn't just have mic, but it has headphone jack. So you can monitor your audio through the camera, which is really crazy. And also for this camera, you could get like the Vlog upgrade. So you can shoot in log. And if you're shooting externally to a recorder, you can shoot 10-bit 422, which is, to me, for something like this, is insane because this thing is really not expensive. It has a 1-inch sensor, so I didn't think it would really perform very well in low light, but I was actually pleasantly surprised. It performs pretty decently for having a 1-inch sensor. Also, it uses the same battery that my G85 uses. So for me, that was great because I already had spare batteries for the G85. So now I have spare batteries for this. And then of course, there's also the variable angle flip screen. So you can flip that right towards you. Really nice. I always like a flip screen. I don't like the ones that tilt up and down. It's really annoying. Or the ones that don't tilt at all, which really sucks. So it has that. It has a great screen. It also has focus peaking, zebras, like all of the video features that you would expect from like a camcorder. Mostly are in here, which is really, really crazy. You know, it has various codecs that you could shoot in. You know, and of course, it's not a perfect camera. If I want to talk about things that I don't like, you can't shoot 120 frames per second in HD with this. I wish that was in there. Now, granted, I don't use that a lot anyway, but it's just nice to have it. But you can still shoot 60 frames per second, so you can still get slow motion. So don't think you can't get slow motion with this. Of course, like I said, it's a 1-inch sensor. So, you know, the shallow depth of field thing is a little harder to achieve, but not as hard as you think because you have that crazy zoom range. You can just step back, zoom in, and you're gonna blur out a background for sure with this thing. Also, one thing that I forgot to mention, there's no record limits with the FZ2500. It's not a constant f2.8 aperture. It's f2.8 to 4.5. You kind of lose light as you zoom in. That kind of sucks, but I understand it. With a crazy zoom range like this, it's kind of hard to achieve a constant aperture. Also, the barrel, when you turn it on, always sticks out like this. It's always out. That's good and bad. Good for balancing on a gimbal. Bad if you want to be inconspicuous because it looks like you're about to shoot somebody with a shotgun or something. It's pretty big. You know what I mean? Also, another thing that kind of irritates me is sometimes when I'm trying to change my aperture, I accidentally zoom in and out. It just, I don't know if my finger accidentally hits the wrong ring, but it does it a lot, which is a little annoying. But that's about it, man. Other than that, I really, really was pleasantly surprised by this camera. I didn't expect it to be this good. I didn't think I was gonna like it as much as I do. I don't think I have any intentions of ever selling it. It really works very well. You know, my hope is that Panasonic makes another one and maybe addresses some of the things that I said I don't like, but honestly, for the money, it just does a whole lot of things right. So like, I don't know if there's really that much you can change. That's probably why they haven't really revised it in a while, because it just works. So the Panasonic FZ2500, does anybody else have it? Do you like it? Do you hate it? Why? Do you have examples of your work? Go ahead and put it in the comments below. If you like this video, go ahead and hit the thumbs up. If you know anybody who might find this helpful, go ahead and share it with them. There are links down below. If you click on any of those, I will get a small commission that helps me buy equipment to review on this channel, and it just in general lines my pockets with your money. And it is greatly appreciated, especially because it is the holiday season. I'm Mike Turner. Thanks for watching, and I guess I'll see you soon.